Cade, please welcome Noah Pact and Caleb Mathura to the show. Welcome. Good morning, guys.
Hi, guys.
Good morning.
I said they're so fresh-faced.
I know. We asked them what they're doing this week, and they're like, well, we're working. We have shows this weekend.
Broadway.
Wow.
Every day.
Yeah,
every day.
It is incredible that nearly, 60 years after S.E. Hinton published The Outsiders, people are still drawn to it. People of every age still connect with this story so much. It's been adapted, obviously, into a hit Broadway show. It's been adapted into a hit movie. Why do you guys, you've stepped into these roles now, why do you think it connects with people so much?
Well, it's a classic, it's a classic American book, so a lot of students read it in school, starting in 6th, 7th grade, 8th grade, and so we have students, middle school students come to us at the stage door every day. Class trip saying, I just read this book, or parents saying, I read this book when I was in middle school, I grew up on the movie. I think it's been spread out enough with the book originally, and then the movie, and then now the musical, that it's sort of 3 different generations have a reason to be raised on The Outsiders.
And she wrote it as a teenager, so it comes from a very authentic perspective, which is awesome too.
I love it. So the production has become almost as famous for the stagecraft itself as it is for the acting. There's a lot of things that happen. There's rain, there's gravel, there's
fire,
blood.
There's real fire. Yes.
How did you prepare for this when you first saw this? Were you like, uh-oh?
Yeah, you got a great story about it when you first saw it.
Yeah, I saw the production in San Diego before I went to Broadway, and I just cried. Like, it was so overwhelming and so gorgeous. I'd never seen anything like it on a stage before, and it was just magical. And it was just like sensory overload in the best way possible.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, me too. I think a lot of our cast that's joined, later and was able to watch the production before being in it, saw the scene of the Rumble, which is this big fight in Act 2, where, without spoiling too much, there is real rain on stage. There is choreography that it's a fight that sort of becomes a dance. And it was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen in my life. I saw it in previews on Broadway 2 years ago, and I was like, I would do anything to do that once.
Yeah.
Now
every day. Now I do it every day.
8 times a week.
Wednesday, right?
You guys portray Ponyboy and Johnny, and that's like that's a really important relationship, right? Their bond, their relationship is important, and you guys have stepped into the roles and become close as well, right?
Yeah.
Is it now? Have you become close? Do you think you'd be friends if you didn't do the show together, or do you think it's that bond that the characters have that's sort of lit a fire in you?
We would be enemies. I think. We fight.
I wonder how we would have met. Probably at an audition or something, but lucky to have met through the show.
Yeah, I feel like Caleb and I, genuinely, I say this like earnestly, it was one of the quickest friendships I've ever made. We had dinner with our director, Donnie Tamor, the night before our first rehearsal, and we like sat at a table, and I was like, this is going to be a great year. This is going to be a great year. It's been awesome.
What is we have a lot of Broadway actors come on stage and movie and film. A lot of times when they talk about the director, that person can make or break you. What is it like? What is that relationship like with you?
It's such an honor. Danya, she's so incredible. She knows how to talk to you as a person and bring out what you need, because everyone has a different, like a love language, like a
communication style.
Yeah, communication style.
Yeah, absolutely. And she won the Tony for Best Directing for this show, and then was nominated the year later for John Proctor's The Villain in Best Directing. So she's been around the block, and
she knows
despite
what she's doing.
She knows what she's doing, despite being, in her 30s. Like she's relatively young as a Broadway director to be so accomplished, and so there's a reason. You can tell she sees each actor's individual spark, and she knows how to talk to us, like you said. And I think there's also room for finding who are you as an individual person and actor, and what do you bring to this role, especially the two of us replacing. The show had been running with a certain cast for 2 years, and now there's a new cast of actors in these roles, and then there's a different cast of actors on tour around the country in these roles. And so it takes a great director to learn how to accommodate each individual person in these shoes.
And to allow them that freedom to make it their own.
All right, we're going to play a quick game, all right? This is going to be like a fill-in-the-blank kind of game. We're going to ask you a question. Just get the first thing that comes to your mind. Don't think about it too much. We'll go Noah and then Caleb, all right? Okay. My favorite backstage tradition is?
Peeing. I have no breaks, so I get to go backstage in the intermission.
The traditional pee. Caleb, yours is what?
Like high fives and stuff.
Okay.
High fives and stuff.
The audience reaction that gets me every night is?
Sniffling. That's yours.
Sometimes there's a breakup scene where one character breaks up with another, and this doesn't happen every night, but some nights people will be like, woo! And that's I like that. I like being the reactor.
Caleb, your favorite sniffling?
I love during Stay Gold. I like when people are crying and I can hear the tears. That means we got
Yeah,
them.
Stay Gold's a song at the end that's very
You're like,
touching.
nailed it!
When I get home from a performance, I
Eat too much right before bed. And then immediately go to
right.
bed.
All that peeing is exhausting. Yes, Caleb.
Eat.
Just
Eat.
open my
It's
fridge.
bodily functions on Broadway. That's all I do.
These humans some nourishment, please. Noah, Caleb,
Feed me.
great to meet you. Thank you. This
Nice.
is so much fun.
It's a hungry job, but they are happy to do it. And they're in The
God.
Outsiders right now. Go check it out. There's the Playbill, outsidersmusical.com. You get more information, check out tickets and all that jazz.
Unbelievable.